Well, I'm Honorable Matthew Agbonzego, the chairman and the CEO of Eternal Hotel and Sama Global Limited, which is the parent company that owns Eternal Hotel. Today, I woke up and I started my normal routine while I was doing my things. I got a call from the manager of the hotel saying that there were some persons from government house in Edo State, and they said they were here to carry out an order to demolish the hotel. So I was like, demolish which hotel? What laws are we violated? Did they bring any document, take the document from them and snap it and send it to me, send no document. So I had the people from close and I had to come to the hotel. So I came to the hotel and I met them, I met the people they say they're from the Building Control Development Agency, and they were with some armed men like vigilante and some of them policemen. I knew they were police because those of them that were carrying AK-47, those were police. The ones that were carrying pump action, those were like the Edo State security services. And I'm asking them, what are the issues? Said because the guy who came said he got a call directly from the MD of the Edo State Development Agency to come and carry out the evidence. And I said, okay, I have no problem with you. But what do they say my problem is? He said a building plan violation. I said, no, this is the building plan for the hotel. It was duly approved in 2008. This is 17th of July 2008. And that is it. And this hotel has been in existence since 2015. To be operating, and Shumole was governor in this state. He recognized us in this hotel. Governor Basaki was also governor, he recognized us in this hotel. So I've never defaulted in any way, either through the payment of the taxes or the tenement fee for this particular plot of land. So I just think that whatever reasons outside politics that they are ascribing to taking to try to carry out this decision is funny. Reason is that this is a state where we need investors and people are encouraged to invest in this state. And for people who invest genuinely and follow up with their businesses, you cannot, for any reason, which I see as purely political, like I'm the Director General of the Asuri campaign or organization. Outside the fact that I'm the Director General of the Asuri campaign organization, there is no other reason why they will come after my hotel. There is just no reason. Because I'm not contravened any law that I know of, and they have not given me any form of notice that I've done anything which violates or contravenes any of the laws, as it relates to this business enterprise. Yes, some time ago they revoked part of the land of the hotel, which is there. That one again, we are still looking at that. I'm going up with my lawyers, and we are already, contesting that revocation in court. So for them to come and do this today, I don't know what their intention is. But even if you have things against us, there are no ways to do it. I heard they were telling my manager that this is the road here, they are, by Thursday in 48 hours, they will come back here and demolish it. And I said, okay, look, if you want to come and demolish it, let them come. And I will follow all the ways that are legally possible to prevent them from going into this kind of ill-conceived decisions and actions that they want to carry out. Like I said, the hotel was built, it was all the approvals from the Ministry of Lands and so on. The person who was retired at that time, I think he's retired as public secretary, was a Taplan and Lord Femi. He was the person who actually did it because this hotel is at the heart of the GRA. So it's not something you could do without following all the requirements and meeting up all the requirements of the law.
Okay, sir. Just a quick one. has there been any way, aside this land issue, maybe in terms of revenue, by any way from the government, that your hotel is not meeting up with?
No, we have never defaulted at any time. We have never defaulted. I can say that without missing words. Whether it's the state government, whether it's the federal land revenue, even if we are to even default, of course there are rooms to negotiate, and then you negotiate your payments, because business doesn't always go the way you want it to go. There are sometimes that you have no time to business. What they've done today is like they have threatened my business. When you came in, you were seeing guests checking out of the hotel because they saw this seal and all those things. They are scared, they are worried, and I just think they want to get at me economically. But like I said, and like I always say, power belongs to God. It is God who decides, who gives whatever anybody is entitled to. So
don't you think this is politically motivated?
Of course, it is purely politics. It is purely politics, like I said. I've tried to look at it, I've tried to reason it, and I cannot pinpoint to one reason why they are doing what they are doing. If they had reasons, they should have notified us. They would have told us. For instance, if the electricity distribution agency, for instance, they feel that you are not meeting up, they send you notices that they want to disconnect you and all that, and they give you the room to go and negotiate. And so if there is anything that we have done to maybe violate the laws, of course, this is a society that is guided by the laws. They should inform us. And this hotel has a certificate of occupancy, and it's not just a place. We applied to build the hotel as a commercial enterprise. So there's something like change of use. It has always been the same thing that has been. Everything that I've shown to you in this approval was duly approved by the Edo State Government Ministry of Lands.
Have you reached out with the MD of the town plan?
I don't have the contacts of him, but the guy who came, I spoke with him, and he said the MD was out of town, and that the MD that reached out to him. I asked him to give me the phone number of the MD, and he was not willing to give it to me. But I've also reached out to some friends of mine who are members of the ruling party to say this is what we are going through in the community.
But you need hope.
Well, I believe they will see my documents that I have not violated any law, and they will resign whatever decision they have taken, or whatever informed the decision. They will know that whatever informed the decision is wrong. And I'm very, very sure whoever gave information to them, they were ill-advised.
Okay, sir, but aside what we have discussed now, are you making any plans to see how you can reach to the SSG or anybody close to?
Yes, I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm reaching out to some friends of mine who are in this government, and I've spoken to some of them, and I'll continue to reach out to them until the right thing is done.
All right, thank you, sir.
What is that?
All right, just one more thing before I forget. The tax rate. Are you meeting up with the tax rate?
Of course we are.
Of running the hotel?
But you listened to me just now. I said we have not defaulted in the payment of all the kinds of tax.
Your Excellency, sir, the Executive Governor of Edo State, a man who so much believes in peace and want everybody to live in peace and harmony. Whatever you are doing it for the general good of the Edos, both home and the diaspora. You just want everywhere to be peaceful so that we can have this peaceful coexistence. Sir, I want to beg of you, having watched this video, let it not be the case of personal vendetta, like some persons are presuming at the moment. If the MD has contravened and there's a reason you want to demolish that hotel, I believe, sir, let the management of that place be aware of whatever they have done wrong that demands or require that property to be leveled to the ground. But a situation whereby even the MD just said there's nothing to that effect. He has never defaulted in any way. Even if he does, through the Ministry of Finance or any ministry that is saddled with responsibility of collecting tax, they will write him, give him ultimatum, they will negotiate. In the end, if he fails to pay it, then you might have the right to do whatever you intend to do. But in the case of this, the man said he's been paying all the levy and the tax. So one will expect, sir, let him be aware. He is not above the law. Because what people are speculating every now and then is the fact that some boys do gather there. After that, they go out and cause mayhem. When you are looking for them, they come to that place as a safe haven for them. As a result of that, there's a law to that effect that anywhere that harbor kidnappers, cultists, even Yahoo boys, we are going to demolish them. If there is a proof to that effect that you have some boys you have arrested so far who have confessed to the fact that that is the place they do secure their lives after causing mayhem, Oga, with all due respect, sir, come out clean. Let him know. So boys like this was arrested. This is the confession they make. As a result of that, this is what we are going to do. So that the man will be aware. Not just only that, sir. If that property is being used to cover up some criminalities in our society, that goes to show that the MD of that place is aiding and abetting in that crime. As a result of that, he should be arrested. If, for instance, you just want to demolish it, after demolishing it, don't you think that same person still have another property where he can organize boys and do whatever he intends to do? Those that are doing some of those things that people presume to be are living free life. The properties are suffering it. Now, if not for the fact that maybe some political leaders that you so respect that are trying to cool you down, I believe by now that property would have been demolished. There's already a caterpillar in government house. You have assigned security men to that effect. We're already aware of that. Now, if you are doing it for a just cause and the world is aware that this is the offense so far committed and is on the public domain, this MD of this hotel will not be speaking in that direction. I don't want to make it look like it's a personal vendetta, because when politics now begin to set in and people are not looking at it simply because maybe when Obaseki was there, Tony Kabaka's hotel was demolished, now it's time for you to also do the same. You are bigger than that, sir. Whatever error mistake made by Obaseki, you shouldn't also toe in that same line. It doesn't make a government of yours that some people respect so much mature. We're already aware that even the same Tony Kabaka hotel we are talking about, there is a plan that you want to compensate him, or rather build that hotel or give him money compensation for that. That money is taxpayers' money. It's a retrogressive act for us in Edo State. Let's assume as at that time, when the case was in the court, they now decide to seal it up. After everything, probably government take it over, or rather hand that same hotel back to the owner. Do you think we will spend much money to compensate the owner of that hotel? No. And you also know, whether you like it or not, after 8 years, if God willing, you are leaving power. And if God says PDP should be the next party to produce governor after your tenure, don't you think by the time that same governor also come in, this idea of an eye for an eye, the same person will also come with personal vendetta, who are the APC that was tormenting us as at the time you were in power. If peradventure that same person also come out with an idea of demolishing every of your supporters, APC men that you give COO to, or rather they have business now begin to demolish it, don't you think this idea of you demolish my own, I demolish your own is going to set us back as a retrogressive move for the rest of our lives? So what I'm saying, sir, with all due respect, please leave politics out of it. If you truly believe that that building has been used towards making sure that Edo State never know peace, let your secretary, through the Attorney General or whatever you feel owns the office, write to that effect to the management of that place. This is the offense so far committed. It's not just the hotel alone. The owner of the hotel, then he should be arrested so that we can investigate him properly. But we are leaving him behind. We want to destroy the hotel. Meanwhile, the same person which you presume to be some kind of dangerous, if I may use the word, is still very much living at large. So what do we call that? Anyway, I'm always trying to save my own peace for peace to reign. Because demolishing it or not demolishing it, I do not have anything personal to gain from it. But if you must do things, let's do it rightly the way it should be, so that people will not be thinking as if maybe it's a personal thing between you and him, or rather between APC and PDP. The last time I checked, APC and PDP, we still one brothers in Edo State. We are still living together. Everybody is cross-carpeting. Whoever is leaving PDP to APC today, tomorrow he might return back or even go to Labour Party, as the case may be, because everybody have their own personal interest and an agenda. Let's not take politics as if it's a war. Let's not do this as if it's a personal vendetta, and that is my stake. Whatever you think, drop your comment in the comment section, share once again, and follow the page. Thank you as you do so. Your Excellency, please use your wisdom, because whether you like it or not, you are still the #1 citizen of the Edo State. Let no one use you